Well, howdy there, nerds. As you can see, I'm currently doing some Tempest Trials, and, well, we have a few little news stories to work through real quick, and I just wanted to point these out. So first off, when it comes to the next FEH channel, which I'm incredibly excited about, according to this Japanese tweet here, it will not be focused on that. Not a big surprise, because last year, of course, we did have a feature, all by itself. So for those who are worried about Choose Your Legends 2, it will not be featured there. So, do not concern yourself too much with that. So, yeah. The next thing I want to talk about is the Gleam contest is coming to an end in less than a day. Check out the description for all of that, and we will have a live stream of the next FEH channel coming very, very soon. So, less than a day. I'm super excited for it. But I figured since we were also talking about this, how about we talk about what's coming and everything that we could want from the next FEH channel. That isn't, a little bit decadent, a little bit crazy, like, I know people really, really want to see Choose Your Legends, but, well, I think it's probably better that we wait. So, well, I've compiled 3 options, at least, for what I would want when it comes to Heroes and the FEH channel, because FEH does need some changes, and these are just general ideas that might be, something worthwhile to get. Just based on my opinion. So, sit back, relax, and just listen to me a little bit here, okay? So, number 1, I want some slight changes to the summoning pool. Just a little bit. Mostly in the 5-star pool, because there are a few oddities when it comes to choice right now. When it comes to characters available there. Whenever anyone asks, what exactly do I mean by that? Well, hey, he's right there. This character is still very much in there. And I don't understand why. Carol Burnett, as I like to call him, he is still, for some reason, 5-star exclusive, which is a little weird. And I will never understand it. I guess we just have to live with that. But I think that we have, not only something like Carol, but we also have a few other oddities when it comes to characters. It wouldn't be a bad idea to go and try to address that just a tiny bit. Just a tiny little bit. I'm not saying move them all out of 5-star, but I am saying maybe just move Carol to like 3. Because, why not? It's more of a joke, guys, don't take it too serious, but yeah, that's just something I've noticed. And it could be something that could be addressed in the future. A lot like how they did 4 to 5-star pools last time. Saved us a lot of headaches with some weird pity breakers. Now, next up, let's talk about, number 2. Number 2 is something that I feel a lot of people will probably be like, yeah, that needs to happen. So, I'm sure a lot of you have noticed that Masked Marth has returned, and still we have no sign of what is going on with a lot of the, characters, almost said Choose Your Legends, the characters that came from Tempest Trials. It makes sense that Masked Marth is being repeated. Masked Marth is part of the story. She's just someone who's there, She's always shown up in all of the cutscenes. So if they were to replay any character, I guess it makes sense that it would be the one that is, the main storyline component. But why is that? Why can't we have, more of the characters that we've had in the past? There's very little reason as to why characters like Tobin are so rare. Because, the one thing that's happened is that they have not actually given another chance to get them. And I feel it would be a really nice idea to bring them back. I don't know how. Personally, I would like it in the summoning pool. That's just myself, though. Mostly because, well, there's very little option for them outside of that. And it would just be a good idea, I feel, to at least push them out. It doesn't necessarily have to be in the summoning pool. It could be a new system altogether. But there are very little reasons as to why certain characters, like, non-seasonal Tempest Trial characters, are still locked behind this weird gate. And it seems like IS is not really content with bringing them out in any other form. So, guys, Canis was not exactly the best example. I feel he still kind of got screwed by what happened in Heroes, his stat line, everything in there. So it really stands, that we need to maybe just get him fixed, maybe get him out there and allow him in the summoning pool so people can, you know, merge him and do all sorts of other things. It's just what I feel is a good idea, because Tempest Trials characters are still so limited. And, you know, maybe one day in the future, I don't know, but Tempest Trial does need a few fixes there. Mostly because you keep bringing out new characters, and when you don't, you have Mass Marth. So, we'll see what happens there. Number 3 is something that I just feel is necessary. This is something that I don't think is actually going to happen, but, you know, there's always hope streams. Anything out there that you can possibly imagine, because, well, I really think when it comes to Heroes, we need an actual in-game. Something for veterans to do a little bit more, because, well, we don't really have that right now. We build our characters up, and mostly what we do right now when it comes to Heroes is, well, we do arena. Maybe once. You know, we do like our normal arena run for the week. Occasionally we have things like Tempest Trials that come in and sweep us off our feet, and we're like, oh, this is fun. You know, but that's a limited event. It's not something that's amazing. It's not something that's going to push it beyond that. It's just a new event. And we need something that's actually permanent, something that can actually be at least relevant, and used maybe a little bit better than current arena, and even some other game modes. Like, I hate to sound rude, but nothing that's shoehorned in too much, like Tempest Trial, things like that. And as you can see, I'm not too far when it comes to, you know, Tempest Trial myself, but I think that still stands to reason. I'm not sure if that's too much to ask for, but we just need something, some actual in-game content for us. You guys have they've been doing a good job at putting in the effort for new players. They put a lot of great things in there for new players to come into and enjoy. I think it's probably time we got a little bit more and maybe focused just a tiny bit more on those veterans out there. Because outside of Arena, outside of Tempest Trials, and some of those game modes that just come and go, we maybe have something like a GHB, BHB to last us 5 or 6 minutes, and then call it a day. It just might be a bit better if we, you know, had something else. Or maybe I'm weird. I don't know. What do you guys think? Those are my 3 options when it comes to Heroes, and what I want to see. But I'm always interested to see what your lists are, and what you guys feel like could, you know, there could be when it comes to the next Fate channel. Now, I don't expect anything crazy. Now that we know that Choose Your Legends, according to this tweet here, is not available, we know that there's probably going to be a mixture of something weird happening, some big stuff, some small stuff. A lot of you are like, well, maybe it's the start of Book 3. Book 3 is, you know, a big thing, but the thing is, you know, I feel it's too early for that. We still need to get some sort of resolution to the current story arc, and I know a lot of you are probably like, what about beast units? Well, as much as I would love beast units to actually be there, I don't think that's going to happen either. So try to keep your hype levels down just a tiny bit. A little tiny bit. Because, at the end of the day, I don't think we're going to have anything too crazy. And Book 3 probably won't be for a few more months as well. Because, well, I'm expecting August will have, of course, the new special units, and then in between that we'll probably have the next Choose Your Legends units. So it's going to be a tight month, and those usually don't give story. Those are mostly pair log, fun stuff like that. But this is just me blathering on about that, you know, thinking about the possibilities. I'm not too certain, but I'm hopeful for the future. And when it comes to those three hopes of mine, it's just something small. I don't want to oversell it, because usually people tend to, you know, get super hyped for this kind of stuff, and it kind of causes some problems. There's still so much to worry about, still so much to go through, but I'm excited for Heroes. I'm excited to see things again, and I'm excited to see what possibilities they, you know, may have in store. I'm hoping Faye finally gets her cake too, but that's just me. Tell me what your wish lists are in the comments below, and, well, we have a lot of fun things going on. I'm super excited. Tune in with us on the 19th for more Fate channel information, more craziness going. I'm gonna get going, nerds. Remember, just so we're clear, there's no Choose Your Legends 2 this time. Nope. It's probably gonna have its own stream, so yeah! Catch you nerds later.